Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. My name is Amata. Today is the 10th of July and this time I have some rather interesting comments from Ubisoft, who have given what they are calling an explanation of why digital games are so expensive. And as we all know, digital games are either priced the same as physical or they are more expensive, and they pretty much never drop in price unless they're on PC. Now, as well as this, of course, they don't have any resale value, you can't trade them in, you can't sell them, so if you buy a turd of a game, you are literally stuck with it. Now, during a call to investors, CEO of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot, decided to touch on why this is the case, and he said, quote, "Digital is more reactive than what we put in stores, but at the same time, it doesn't react as fast on consoles than it does on PC. What we can say is that when games are older than 1 year, digital is a lot more dynamic on console because there are less units in stores. It's a new business, a new trend, and we all think this will get more in line with time. But for sure, at the moment you see all sorts of prices depending on who is doing a promotion for that specific week." He then went on to give an example of how on PC and the market there is more aggressive, and of course you have the sales and whatnot, which will obviously slash the prices by quite a significant margin lots of the time. Now, he went on to say that unfortunately, at least for their games, we'll be waiting for a little bit of time for that to happen on consoles. This comment now comes from the Ubisoft CFO, Elaine Martinez, who said, quote, "On digital, we will not sell a game for a lower price compared to physical. After a few weeks or few months, that can change, and as Yves has been saying, sometimes you might have a promotion on Amazon that is not on GameStop. We can also react on the digital side. We're actually more aggressive on the PC side, where digital is very, very strong. We tend to be more conservative on the digital side for more on console and more flexible on PC." So, pretty much what he's saying, if you break it down into actual English and not PR speak, is that there's no need to drop digital prices on console, as people are buying them in numbers long after launch, and if sales drop, like they do on PC, they might consider dropping the price. Now, this doesn't really explain why they're exactly the same price as physical. There is no reason for that in my mind. Yes, you've got server costs and things like that, but you also don't have the costs of packaging, distribution, the disc itself, the manuals, probably having some sort of deal with PS4, GameStop or the retailer of the month or whatever. So physical is going to be a lot more expensive than digital, even with the server costs taken into consideration. So I'm not really overly buying what he's saying, but obviously he knows a lot more about the ins and outs of gaming than I do. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, and I'll see you next time.